Hey guys, I actually did my hair today because I'm obsessed with it. So I thought since my hair was done that I would take advantage of this once in a lifetime opportunity that my hair looks good and make you guys a little video. So I've been talking to Cam about some things that she had questions about, and it brought up a good point that I don't really have a lot of information in the team page about, once you are an Emerald, where to place your next coaches, kind of how to strategize from there, things like that. Mostly because I haven't had, a lot of people who have gotten past Emerald to talk to about it. But since our team is growing and you guys are doing amazing, I figure that it's probably time that I make a video about placement and the importance of kind of strategizing where your coaches go after you get your first two. So let's see here. What's going to be the best way to do this? I will draw you a picture. Okay, so what you need to do first is figure out which leg is your strong leg and which leg is your weak leg. Easiest way to do this is if you pull up your graphical genealogy, so My Business Genealogy, Graphical Genealogy, that'll show your family tree. Whatever side has people that are not your personally sponsored coaches on it is your strong leg. If you aren't sure, which maybe there isn't anybody beneath either because you're really new or something like that, you are welcome to reach out to me and I can pull you up and tell you which side is your strong or your weak leg. But once you figure out what your strong leg is, then you can start really figuring out your placement. So hopefully you can see this. I'll draw a picture. So if there's you, I don't know what I just drew. That wasn't even a word. I haven't had any caffeine. Okay, so there's you, and then there's a personally sponsored coach and a personally sponsored coach. Can you see that? That makes you Emerald. So let's say all of a sudden you look and it's like this. You, and you have your personally sponsored coach on each side to make you Emerald. Then you have Becca's coach under here. You've got another person that's other coach under here. You didn't bring these two people in. That means this is your strong leg. So once you know that, then you can start strategizing. So one thing that a lot of people don't know is that everybody's who's below you goes towards your cycle bonuses once you're an Emerald. So it's not just your personally sponsored coaches that goes towards that. It's anybody that's underneath you. So that's a huge benefit to you. That's why we care about everybody's success, is because everybody's success is everybody's success. So it's a really big deal. So in order to get team cycle bonuses, you have to have 100 PV accumulated on one side and 200 PV on the other side. And once you get that, then that equals, if you're an Emerald, $14, Ruby, $16, Diamond, $18. So because it has to be balanced in a more plus less sort of way, you want to take advantage of your legs properly. So if you have your strong leg where there's other people putting coaches on it, then clearly there's going to be, well, hopefully, there's going to be more volume on this leg because there's lots of people on it. That means that as you add new coaches, once you have your two, you want to put them over here so that you can get the max benefit from what's already over here. Now, in order to be a Ruby or a Diamond, you're eventually going to have to balance both sides with your personally sponsored coaches, 2 on each leg for Ruby, 4 on each leg for diamond plus your emeralds and whatnot. But in the beginning, as you become an emerald, moving up to a diamond, you can play the game of, you know, gaming the numbers. So you have your personally sponsored coach here, your personally sponsored coach here. There's, you know, other coaches that don't belong to you here. So then maybe the next few coaches you get, you want to put over here. That way their volume is going to balance out this volume, so you get more cycle bonuses. Does that make sense? So another good thing to know is that as long as you keep your emerald ranking, everything gets banked. So let's say 1 week this makes like 1,000 PV and this makes 200. Okay, so that means you're only going to cycle twice because there's only 100 to balance over, you know, 2 100 cycles to balance over here, which means it would take 400 from over here, and then you would have 600 left after you got your $28 from that cycle. So you'd have 600 over here. That 600 is going to stay over here. So if next week there's another 1,000, all of a sudden you're going to have 1,600. So as long as you keep your rank, that banks and banks and banks and banks and banks. So that's the importance of building up your weak leg so that you can cycle all the points that you have available. Now, if you think that you're going to have like a discount coach, somebody who's not really going to work the business, you know, those are people that are good to put on your strong leg because they're not going to have a benefit for you of being on your weak leg to bring those cycles in. Obviously, eventually, like I said, you're going to have to put those people over there anyways in order to reach your rank goals and things like that. But that's sort of a way to think about who should go where, when you should put them there, and whatnot. When I was an emerald, I got my 2 emeralds on board, and then I got 3 more people on my weak leg so that I could get some cycle bonuses. Then I moved over to add people to my strong leg. However, right at the time that I was, like right after I put my 4th coach on my weak leg, my person on my strong leg quit. And so I had to scramble to get somebody over there so that I could keep emeralds, so that I could keep those banked points. So there's a lot that goes into it. This is super higher level stuff than we normally talk about in the group. But since a lot of you are emerald, or I know your goal is to be emerald really soon so you can get to the retreat with us, I want to make sure that you properly understand the next steps in your bonuses and how to really game plan to get the most of it, because as you progress in this business, your cycle bonuses are going to be a huge part of your income. So being able to work those out properly is really important. So if you're watching this and you're like, what on God's green earth is she talking about? I don't even know what an emerald is. Don't worry about it. You'll understand eventually, and then you can come back and watch this. I know a lot of you are super new, and this is way, way over the top. So don't stress. I just want to get this information out there for those of you that are ready to gung-ho, keep going, and start building those teams. Another question that I've been getting a lot since we've been doing this push to get to Emerald here shortly is, do you have to come up with a team name when you get to Emerald? No, you absolutely do not. I did come up with my team name, and I made a team page and everything when I was Emerald. I had watched a video by Mindy Wender that said as soon as you have that inspiration of a team name, get it out there, start your team, have a place to go to share information. I encourage you, once you have any coaches underneath you, to at least make a page, even if you don't have a team name yet, just so you have a place where you guys can talk, you can share information, questions, things like that, without doing like messenger back and forth. Because eventually it is going to grow into something. You can always change the name. It's not a big deal. And there is nothing official that needs to be done when you pick your team name. You just need to make sure that it's not taken. I made that mistake. My original team name was Team Freedom. Like, why would I think that it wasn't taken already? So I was a diamond coach before I changed to Carpe Freedom. And it was because I realized that there was another Team Freedom. And when your team gets big and, you know, you're getting recognition, you don't want to get, you know, mistaken for another team with the same name. So the best way to figure it out, go on Google team, whatever you're looking for, Beachbody, and then go to the little search bar in Facebook and do team whatever, see what comes up. If you don't find it, either of those places associated with Beachbody, take it, it's yours. So those, and that's another reason it's good to, you know, come up with a name a little bit sooner, make a page, things like that, because as people come, they're going to do the same kind of search. And if you already have a page, it's going to pop up. They're going to know that you exist, you know, things like that. So anyways, those are my thoughts for the day. I hope that wasn't confusing. It's hard because it took me so long to understand team cycle bonuses and really get to a point where I felt comfortable explaining it to people. I know that I understand it a lot better than a lot of people because I'm really like numbers oriented, but sometimes I feel like I'm not as good as explaining it because I get it, if that makes sense. So if you have questions, let me know about that. Hopefully that eased your guys' minds a little bit about what's next after Emerald as to where to put people. Oh, I should probably explain how to do that. So in order to set your placement, you go under your business tab in the back office, go to genealogy, then go to your graphical genealogy. And if you want to do left or you want to do right, excuse me, there's a little like thing at the top that says like go to bottom left and go to bottom right. So whichever one it is that you want to do, click that button, and then the farthest out, like this way, little clear guy, you're going to click on him, and then it'll say, do you want to set your placement to this little guy? And you say yes. And so it'll be either your farthest on the left or your farthest on the right. Never go to the little person on the inside of the very bottom. So that's how you set that. Always, if you're not sure, check with me and we can pull up your genealogy and figure out what the best spot to go is. And then also, what was I going to say? Oh, no. Oh, I don't remember. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But yeah, if you're wondering where to put them, let me know. We can figure it out together. And yeah, I'm excited for our little Emerald getaway. Me and Amar are just finalizing the details here soon. The dates are going to be May 29th through the 31st, so put it on your calendar. And I'm hoping to see a lot of you there. I'm trying to find a house that's going to sleep like 6 or 7 with the hopes that there's going to be at least that many there. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I will talk to you later. Bye.